Today I am going to teach you articles. There are two types of articles, indefinite article and definite article. Indefinite means article that do not show any particular person or thing. They are indefinite article. And definite article indicates the article that shows definite. Definite means certain person or thing. So indefinite articles are a and an. These articles do not show any particular person or any particular thing, whereas article the shows the particular person. Now, before we start the detailed study of articles, we must have the knowledge of sound. Sound means vowel sound and consonant sound. So be sure any letter that gives the sound from A to A in Nepali is vowel sound. So any sound that you hear from A to A is vowel sound. You can simply take an example. For example, I. Beginning sound is A, I. So this is in the group of A. This is vowel sound. Similarly, eagle, E-A-G-L-E, eagle. Here you have E sound that belongs to A group. Sorry. Similarly, sometimes in a word you can find a consonant letter, but that can have even vowel sound. Let's see. H-O-U-R, hour. The sound, initial sound of this word is A. So this is vowel sound. Hour is vowel sound. Sometimes we may have to use article before a letter also, observing the sound of the letter. For example, M. What is the sound of this M? If we are asked the question, then this falls in the group of vowel sound. M. Pronunciation goes like this. This A falls in the group of OR. That is why M, if you are asked to find out the initial sound of M-A, M is vowel sound. Later is consonant, M is consonant, but M has initial vowel sound. So this is how we have to make our concept very clear that the sound in the group of O to O are vowel sounds. Similarly, the sounds that belong in the Kapha group, sound from Ka to Gya is consonant sound. Any letter or any word that gives the sound from Ka to Gya is supposed to have consonant sound. For example, cat. Cat. The beginning sound is like that of K. Cat. Dog. The beginning sound dog that falls in the group of ka to gya. Similarly, sometimes we find vowel letter but that can also have consonant sound. See? European. European. The word begins with letter E. This is vowel letter, but this has consonant sound. Its initial pronunciation is European. European. Yaw. This yaw is letter that belongs to ka to gya. So European is a word that has initial consonant sound. Similarly, another example can be PhD. If we have to find out the initial sound of PhD, this is P. P means pa plus E. P. So pa is in the group of ka to gya. This is consonant sound. So please be sure which sound is vowel sound and which sound is consonant sound. Are you clear? If you are clear about the vowel and consonant sound, now I give you the way to use article A or N, indefinite article, or to use the definite article dot. So let's talk first about the use of article A. Okay. Article A is used before a countable singular noun that has initial consonant sound. Okay, three things are to be considered while using article A. The first thing that we have to consider is the noun must be countable. Countable means something that you should be able to count. For example, book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can count. Fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can count. Person. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can count. So these are countable nouns. If you cannot count the noun, that is uncountable. For example, water. 1 water, 2 waters, we can never say. Similarly, rice, we cannot count. Oil, fuel, these things cannot be counted. Similarly, abstract noun, love cannot be counted. Happiness cannot be counted, sadness cannot be counted. So be sure we use article A only before countable noun. And second thing is the noun must be singular. The countable noun must be singular. If it is countable and if it is not singular, we cannot use article a. For example, finger, finger countable, but this should be singular. Singular means single, only one. If it is not single, if there are two, we can never use article a. It should be countable and that should be single. Singular means you can say single. Then only we can use article a. And third thing that we must require to use article a is initial consonant sound. Initial means of the beginning. There must be consonant sound at the beginning of the word, or if that is a letter, the beginning sound of the letter must be consonant. Then we can use article a. So we can see some examples of some nouns that are countable also, singular also, and that have initial consonant sound. For example, book. We can count book, and I have not written books. This is plural, but now I have written book. This is singular, and initial consonant sound at the beginning it has B sound. Ba. Ba falls in the group of ka to ga. This is consonant. That is why we can say a book. Similarly, a pen. A pen. Check all these three qualities whether they are there or not. Pen, we can count. Pen, it is singular. And initial consonant sound. It has initial consonant sound. Pen, pa sound is there. Pa, pen. This is consonant sound. Similarly, previously also we have written European. We are talking about person, European. So it is countable. One European person, two European persons, three European persons. This is how we can count. This is countable. And European, let's write man, or we can write boy. This is how it will be easier. So European boy, if you write boys, this is plural, now we can't use article a, but now we have written boy only, this is singular. And initial sound, here I have already explained you, it has your sound. European. So it is consonant, that is why we use a European boy. So although the word, initial letter of the word is vowel, this has consonant sound, that is why we use article a. Or PSD, as I have already explained you, P has consonant sound, a PhD, intelligent, or a doctor, one doctor, singular, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can count the doctor, and it has initial consonant sound. So this is how we can use article a before countable, singular, and the word must have initial consonant sound. Name must begin with initial consonant sound. Now, similarly, let's talk about the use of article an. Article N is used before a countable singular noun that has initial vowel sound. So to make it easier, I have written only the things that do not match with the article, use of article A. Now we are talking about the use of article N. Article N is used before a countable noun, singular noun that has initial vowel sound. It also has the same quality, countable. The noun must be countable. The noun must be singular. But the difference is it must have vowel sound at the beginning. So if these three qualities, all these three qualities are there in a word, in a noun, then we can use article N. Let's see. An apple, apple, an apple. Although we say apple, yeah, it is not actually yapple, an apple. So it has vowel sound at the beginning. Sound wise, it has vowel sound. We can count to 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, countable. And here it is singular, so we can write an apple. An I, we can write I, a, vowel sound is there at the beginning. An I, 2 eyes, countable. Vowel sound is there at the beginning. It is countable and it is only one. We are talking about only one I. That is why we can say an I. An egg. Egg, we can count, countable. Egg, it is now singular. And egg. Egg. The beginning sound is vowel sound. That is why we use article N before egg. An hour. Although there is consonant letter at the beginning, this is also vowel sound. You never be confused that we always check the sound of initial sound of the word, but we never check the initial letter of the word. There is difference between letter and sound. Some students say that A, E, I, O, U are vowel sounds. They are wrong. Because A, E, I, O, U are not vowel sounds, they are vowel letters. Sound and letter, these two things are two, they are different. So, although the word begins with consonant letter, it has vowel sound, that is why an hour, 2 hours, so it is vowel word beginning with the vowel sound. It is countable and it is singular, that is why we have used an hour. Similarly, an SLC or an SEE graduate. So if we have to talk about ACE graduate, let's say a person who has passed ACE, how to use article? We have to see the sound of letter S. Sound, let's see, S. This falls in the group of vowel sound, that is why S is pronounced with the vowel and it is vowel. So we use an SEE graduate. Similarly, if someone has passed NA, we can write NMA because this M has vowel pronunciation. MA, a person. We are talking about a person, singular. A person means singular. A person, two persons, countable, and it has vowel sound at the beginning. That is why it is the example of article M. Example of the word in which we can use article M. Similarly, there are some other rules also regarding the indefinite article A and N, but I will explain you the rules, other rules in detail in my next class. Thank you very much.